Okay, so I know that I've been gone for pretty much a month now. I just really needed a break from YouTube and just feeling like, honestly, like a failure when it comes to being creative on YouTube and like just having like those videos, just pumping out all those videos. But now that I'm back, your girl went to Disney. Your girl went to Disney. She had such a like. Why am I talking in third person? I had such a fun time at Disney, and it really sparked my creativeness. And the reason why I say that is because I really thought about it, and I am a very creative person. A lot of people don't know this, but well, you guys don't know this, my audience. But I write stories. I've been writing stories since I was like in the fifth grade. And that's like one of my really like that's like my highest passion is writing stories. I say that just to say that like no matter how many like views I'm getting, even if I just get one comment where somebody is saying that they like my build or anything like that, that is going to make my day, because at the end of the day, like I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for any type of validation. I'm literally just doing this for fun. So with that being said, I know that was a very long weird intro. But with that being said, let's get to the build, because this is what you guys kind of came here for. So today we are going to be building with the new Life and Death expansion pack. I bought it when it first came out. Actually, I just didn't have any time to actually like review it and look at all the stuff because I was planning a vacation. But today we are doing a legacy challenge. That's nice. One that I hope that I can start and finish. I really want to start and finish this legacy challenge. But the legacy challenge is going to consist of a family. And I'll tell you about all of that like once I get to the speed build. Yes, this is a speed build because it's on a very big lot and I don't have time to, I'm not editing all that. So it's a speed build. So you know what? We're just gonna get into the build and we can talk about everything once we get into the build. So with today's speed build, I really wanted to focus on the family that I created. And the family consists of two elders. There's a man and a woman. They're married, and their daughter and her two twins. I really wanted this build to kind of focus on the dynamic of a family build, but also being like really big and having a lot of rooms. When it comes to like the builds that I usually do, my builds are not very large, and this is a 64 by 64 lot, and it's actually in the new world that we got with the Life and Death expansion pack, which I I love. I love the world. It's just so like gothic and beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. Um, I'm pretty much gonna be rambling until we actually get to the bones of the house, which took me so long to do. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took me so long. Usually, when I'm doing a build like this, I kind of just go for a giant, just like a giant box until I figure out where like what I'm doing. But with this, it came together very well once I got over the fact that I don't need a giant box in order to make my build complete. um, but yeah, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this part of the build because it's kind of boring. And I'm gonna play some music in the background just so you know you guys can sit and relax. And I'll be back later on in the video just so you guys can see, so we can talk about like everything else when it comes to the build. Okay, so now that we've gotten a little farther into the build, I do want to just pop in and let you guys know a little bit of my thought process for building this and just how it looks now. The way that I was going with this is I was definitely going gothic, but I was also going like Roman. So I looked up a lot of things on Pinterest, like Roman architect and stuff like that. And I really wanted this build to kind of fit into that like aesthetic, like Roman architect meets like Victorian era moody type thing. So that's kind of what I was going for. I clearly did not make that pool as well. I let you guys know the gallery name that I got it from, just so everybody knows that I did not make that pool, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I didn't feel like it. And I also didn't know how to do it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna leave that up to the gallery and see if I was able to find that. And you see me going back, I'm using a lot of things from Vampires, the Vampire pack, because it does have that gothic feel. And yeah, so I'm once again gonna let you guys listen to some music, pop up, pop up, and I'll pop up in a little bit to talk about the inside. Okay, so now that we're on the inside of the house, there is a lot of things that I kind of left out of the video only because I really didn't have time to do that, and I kept stopping like a lot. Like, this took me hours to do, and I kept stopping the build to either eat or I had to go to work or something like that. So I stopped a lot in order to just make sure that I got this properly done. When it comes to these kind of big builds that I do, I kind of get discouraged whether like if I like it or not, and sometimes I'll just delete the whole thing. And I didn't want to do that because I really want to play like with this family. So I just decided to just keep on going. So we see with the inside, like right now I'm going through debug. I'm going through life and death debug and trying to just figure out what I want to use in it. And that's kind of what I do. I kind of wing it a lot when it comes to building. But at the moment, what we're doing is we're just putting like a desk in a corner because I thought that it would be nice to just have like a desk. Even though this is a very big house and it does have like a lot of rooms, it also has a study. I'm pretty sure it has 4 rooms, 2, maybe 3 bathrooms, I believe. And I should know this because it is my build, but I honestly can't remember. It even has a library. This build has a lot, and I love everything about this build. I would love to live in here if I didn't think that I'd possibly get murdered in here, but we're not gonna talk about that. I do want to go ahead and tell you guys the lore of this build and of this family. So the lore that I come up with is that the grandmother and grandfather, they've lived in this house their entire lives, and their daughter, she grew up in this house, and her family is very estranged because they wanted her to be like this master like person at magic and stuff. I don't know why I can't think of what the name is called, but they wanted her to be really good at magic, and she decided that she didn't want to do that. That's something that she just didn't want to do. So she left, and she got pregnant out of wedlock with twins, and that made her parents even more angry at her, even though at the end of the day she's an adult and who cares. But that made her parents even more angry at her, and they really just wanted the best for her, but in the oddest way possible. So she had her twins, and she had to end up moving back home because things didn't work out with her partner. So she ended up moving back home, which is something she did not want to do. She never really saw herself moving back home, especially having kids, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The mother is very like moody. She really doesn't talk to her parents all like that. They help out a lot like with the kids because it's twins, but she's very stubborn. And she wants to do everything her way, and she doesn't want her kids to have those like she doesn't want them to have a childhood like she had. She felt like she had like a very bad childhood, and she could never live up to her parents' expectations. I know the feeling. So she definitely wanted her kids to have a better life than she had. And sometimes that can be good, and sometimes that can be bad. I will say that her parents do grow and they do get a little bit better, but their relationship will always be strained. And you'll see that in my when I play, when you guys watch, you'll see that like it'll always be strained. They'll always have like arguments and stuff. It'll always be like that, which is fine. So right now we're almost finished with the library, and I did not put a TV here because I just wanted it to be one of those, Victorian style libraries where you just come in and it's kind of creepy and there's like spider webs everywhere. In this library, there's not going to be spider webs though, because they actually love reading books. This couple, the grandparents, they really like to just come in here, read. That's why I put a bunch of like stacks of books and stuff. These are all their favorite books. They have very, very like old timey books and everything. But yeah, now we are working on the gym. I had a very like large room and I didn't know what to do with it. So I decided that I was going to cut off the room and make two rooms. And one of the rooms is going to be a bathroom, and then the other room, as you can see, is going to be a gym. This gym is really only used by the father and the daughter. That's the thing that they're gonna bond over, like coming in here and working out, and just getting away from like all the troubles of the outside world, and honestly this world that they've created for themselves, this family that they've created for themselves. I do want to talk a little bit about just everything that we got in the pack. I love a lot of the stuff. I think I used a lot of the stuff in the pack. I tried to really use like everything I possibly could in the pack for this build, because I thought that, like, why not go big or go home? I was a little bit like upset that we didn't get like certain stuff, like a sink, a kind of sink that I would want in this build, and there was like a little bit of other stuff that we didn't get that I was kind of just like, okay, that doesn't really make any sense that we didn't get it, but it's all right. So yeah, I'm gonna come back at the end of the video, and again, I'm just gonna let you guys relax and watch this. So I'm gonna come back at the end of this video, and we're gonna wrap everything up. Okay, it's time to wrap up this video. I will say that this is a little different for me. There's like voiceover, there's some with my face in it. It's just a little different for me. So let me know if you guys like this or if you guys don't, so we can kind of tweak it in the future. I really like this build, and of course it's going to be on the gallery. My gallery name will be down below in the comments section, so you guys can go ahead and download that. Sorry, I don't know. So you guys can go ahead and download that. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing this build. Let me know down in the comments section if you guys like this build. Also, let me know how you guys are liking the Life and Death expansion pack. I didn't really get a chance to play it, but hopefully with this legacy challenge type thing that I'm going to be doing with this specific pack, I'll be able to dive more into everything that the Life and Death expansion pack has to offer. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.